Hi, what are you showing us today?
Hi Arpita, I'll be taking you through the mechanical design of the player. So basically we start with the LCD screen. I mean we by basic research we know that what is the kind of size required for the LCD screen, and accordingly we have the LCD manufacturer provide us with such screens. This is a LCD TFT screen. This is 3.5 inch. So from here we start, and based on the screen and the overall sizing and dimension, we start designing the frame. Now I'll show you the basic CAD how we design. We use CAD software so that we are as close as possible to the manufacturing requirement. Yeah. So such data is very important when it goes to manufacturing, and it's we can also use it as a tool to understand assembly and
Right.
interference. So all those things can be done through CAD, right? So that's the reason we use 3D CAD for that. And for example, now the RCU or the player is basically consisting of the main frame, the rear cover, the PCB, the battery, and of course the touch panel.
Okay.
So I can show you a basic disassembly of the whole. So this is how it is. So this is the freedom that we get through CAD, that you can actually see how exactly the exploded, how the component is going to be assembled, how the parts are going to assemble.
Okay.
So we can do this kind of simulations, and you can check out whether all the parts fit in place or not, and is there some hindrance while assembling. So this actually allows us to do DFMA, and with that we start designing the frame. Now the frame is made out of ABS. The reason being is it has to be tough enough to withstand all the shock loads,
Right.
and also provide a good amount of strength for to the LCD screen, right? So we also for this, now to understand how exactly what is the kind of strength required, we do FEA. Now FEA is a tool wherein we can simulate physical forces, and kind of get results from that.
Right.
So I'll show you a simple FEA here. The FEA basically allows us to understand. So this is kind of basic FEA that we have done to understand. Okay, what is the kind of deflection?
Right.
So this is kind of showing a displacement, right? Displacement of the.
Right.
So we do that. We understand the forces that are going to act on it, and accordingly we design the mechanical frame.
And how many days does it take to design the complete frame?
See, ideally for this product, it has gone through a lot of iterations. So, I cannot really specify exact, but it roughly takes around 1 to 3 months sometimes into finalizing the whole design.
Right.
So once the design is final, we generate drawings. Now, drawings also have a lot of data in that, and these drawings are very important for manufacturing. It also contains dimensions and tolerances. So, for example, for the frame, we will generate drawings with all the necessary data that is required by the manufacturer. So, given the manufacturer has to understand what are the significances of each of the dimensions that we give.
Right.
So accordingly, we generate drawings, and there is a certain amount of limitation the manufacturer might have. So he should be given the liberty of controlling the manufacturing or the process dimensions or the tolerances, right? So
Right.
we have to mention those. That's done using drawings, right? So we give all the special notes that are required. So once all that is done, this is done in discussion with the manufacturer. We try to understand what are his limitations, and it is always better that the drawing provides all the information so that it's clear to the manufacturer, and he need not worry about
Right.
any other thing.
So this basically gives the detailed specification we need to build the frame.
Yeah. So this is completely a document that will allow the manufacturer to go through and see whether he is able to get the required dimensions and tolerances.
Right.
So once that is done, we go through an assembly process. We review the all the parts again, check out whether there are interferences or not, check out whether there are any assembly issues,
Right.
right? So whether everything fits in place and whether all the dimensions are proper. After that review, we generate the BOM. So the bill of material basically consists of all the parts that are going to go into the frame, and it also gives the purchase guy a much more clearer idea of what should be, what are the things to purchase and what are the things to manufacture. So all those things get cleared in the BOM. And once the BOM is generated, we just release the drawings to the manufacturer and wait for the parts to be produced, and finally get something like this.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.